So, Janis, I'm a confident and outgoing woman. I feel like I give off the right signals. I get approached on airplanes and usually when I'm traveling, but how do I make men take the time to stop and notice me besides them just turning their head?
They won't. Men are intimidated by pretty women. And what I'm hearing is that you are confident, hoping that you are attractive, and that if you do get noticed. So having said that, if you do get noticed and men are smiling at you, but they're not taking it to the next step, that's typical behavior of why you need to do what's in my book, which is called the Hello Challenge. You take the initiative and say hello. Smile and just say hello. If you're meeting somebody on an airplane, then it's so easy. I mean, number one, I'm assuming you're in first class. If not, okay, then you're both in economy. But what you should do is start talking about where you're going. So if you're heading back to California, you can very simply say, you must add humor to it, you can very simply say, so do you live in California or are you from Chicago, which is where you're flying back from? Just start conversation. Trust me, once you start the conversation, the man will take over. If he happens to be interested, let him take the next step. First thing you need to do, though, is make sure that you check on his hand and see if there's a wedding band. And if there is, then you have to start another conversation if he's smiling at you. That's annoying. You don't want to get involved or go down that road, but you could always say, so how come your wife doesn't travel with you when you travel on business? And then see if he gets into a conversation. First of all, men are so clueless that he won't even realize he has a wedding band on. He could probably look at you and say, wow, how'd you know I was married? Do I have it written all over my face? And then you can start a conversation because he might have a brother or a coworker or a recently divorced friend and so forth and so on. So you have to keep a lot of different things in mind. You have to network, which is extremely important. You have to ask everybody that you come into contact with if they have anybody for you. And if you think that this is the guy for you and he smiles at you or makes eye contact and then walks away, I deal with that every day of the week. If I have 100 men and I take a survey and ask them how many of them will go up to a woman and approach her, I would say 99 out of 100 will answer, nope, not me. Men are intimidated by pretty women. Yes, they do love confident women. So if you are, then read my blogs and watch some of my videos and you'll see how easy it is to just go up to a man and start a conversation. If you end up in the relationship, he'll think that he met you first. Trust me, I've been living it for years.
Great advice. Thank you so much for your time.